This is the third installment of our Wilderness PK tutorial series, and in this video we'll be going over your first Wilderness PKs. Now before we begin PKing, there's going to be one skill level that we must get, and this is going to be level 85 Magic. 85 Mage unlocks Teleport Block, and what this does is it essentially allows you to get kills in the first place. If you don't have Teleport Block unlocked, then you won't be able to get kills. So you could also be like me where I went to 81 and then I Divine Magic Potion to 85, but I really don't recommend that, so please do get 85 Magic. Now to move on, what you're going to want to do is talk to Scully here at the Ferox Enclave, and you can get here by the Ring of Dueling, or you can go to the Grouping tab, select Activity, and every 20 minutes you can do an Last Man Standing teleport, which will take you to the Ferox Enclave. So once you're here, you're going to want to talk to Scully and unlock loot keys. One of these options, you may have to read through them, will enable you to pay the price of 1 million GP in order to unlock loot keys. What these loot keys do is, instead of all the loot going on the ground and you have to spam click it all goes into a single item. All we do is simply click the chest, and boom, we have made 439k. Now if you cannot spare the 1 million GP that Scully requires to unlock loot keys, then you may use a looting bag, but again, that is not suggested, and once you do have enough money, I do recommend you do that. Now before we go out for our first PK, what we're going to want to do is go up in the top right and right click the prayer icon. We're going to click set up quick prayers and toggle protect item, protect from missiles, as well as your strongest range offensive prayer, whether that be Eagle Eye or Rigor. And what this does is when you press this, it tosses on all three of your prayers, and this saves us time in the beginning of our PKs. Lastly, before we go out, we're going to want to pre-anglerfish, as well as pre-ranging pot, as well as pre-extended anti-fire. What the anti-fire does is protect you against the special attack from these Dragonstone Bolts E, so it's essentially an anti-dragon fire shield in the form of a potion, and it lasts 12 minutes, which is usually more than enough time for a PK trip in the Revenant Caves. You're going to also want to drink your ranging potion, and if you would like, you can drink your super combat, but that's not really needed right now. They're a bit expensive, so don't be drinking those willy-nilly. Anyways, once you drink your potion, replace that with regular food. Once you have eaten your anglerfish, as you've seen, I went from 99 to 119. Again, replace that food back, and then you should be good to go. So let's make our way outside to the Revenant Caves. As we're running to the Revenant Caves, we're going to want to throw on Protect Item, as well as Protect from Melee, for the reason that at this entrance, sometimes there may be D-Claw Rushers, Darrock Bombers, etc., who try to catch you off guard, and if you don't have these prayers on and they kill you, you will get smited. I've had many encounters like that, so every time you're about to go into the Revenant entrance, just toss on these two prayers and you can toss them off when you're done. I also like to hover over the Royal Seed Pod as well, just to be extra safe. If you don't have a Royal Seed Pod, then I do recommend hovering over the Edgeville teleport. So what we're doing is making our way up north towards the demon spawn / demon area, and this is going to be right here. The Revenant Cave was right here, and we just made our way north to here. This is going to be our main hunting ground, as well as where we're going to do our world hopping. So first, we're going to, again, see that we are pre-potted, so let's proceed. What you're going to want to do is hug the corner of the Revenant Caves as to not grab the attention of the Revenant Demon. If you run directly through him, you're more than likely just going to get hit by the Rev Demon. So as you see, we went around, and then what you're going to want to do is proceed to start hopping worlds. So if you have the same world hopping as I do from the first video, that should be your spacebar. And we will just go down the ladder. What I like to do is I have favorited a single world, and I click the top right of the star of my favorited world. And what you're going to want to do is right when you click it, you're going to move your mouse to around where the teleblock would be. So no matter what world I switch to, that world's going to be there, and the top right of it is where teleblock is located. So once you teleport to the world, you're going to immediately go to your mage book and click the teleblock. You're already hovering over it from your favorited world, so that'll make it easier, and then you proceed to click the person. What you're going to want to do is click before anything and ask questions later. So let's get started with the world hopping. We're just going to proceed to go down the world ladder, and once we get into the next world, we're going to want to immediately press R, which is our mage book, and then click teleblock, and immediately click whatever people we see. So let's just do a couple examples of that. Again, unfortunate. That could have been a teleblock right there. Just continue hopping worlds down the ladder, and you will eventually find someone you can teleblock. Not every time you'll get the teleblock. See, as this case, he teleported before I got him. Maybe that is because I hesitated a half second, maybe not. But again, you don't want to hesitate, teleblock, ask questions later. If they're a higher level than you would like to attack, then you're going to want to entangle them and attempt to run away. Now that you have acquired a target, you're going to want to immediately go for a snare. And once you have a snare, you can either go for a surge, because you already have your mage gear on, or if you see they are AFK, go for a quick special attack, as you can see, and then he has gained consciousness. So now we're going to try to go for more snares. Let's see if he gets away, and he has not. So now that he is snared, we're going to go straight to our DPS and just start hitting him down. At this point, you can click your quick prayers, and if they're a bit stronger, they will keep running, and you continue to try. So let's try it on this one. Why not? So again, we go for the snare immediately, straight to DPS, straight to DPS. Let's go for a quick special attack, see if he's off guard. He's not off guard. So then we're going to go into our mage gear because his snare is almost coming up. As you can see, we're in our mage gear prepared to re-snare. And then back to DPS we go. Just start bolting him down. You can drink a range potion at this point because no brews will be hitting you down or brewing you down. So make sure not to get smited like I did. That is horrible, because you could lose hundreds of million if you get smited, depending on your weapon. So this is just an older clip of me letting my prayer drop, and thus losing my $60 million claws. So don't get smited. So keep an eye on your prayer, of course, which is right here as well as right here. And again, straight to DPS. His snare is about to come up, so we're going to go back to our mage. Unfortunately, didn't get the snare, but we will follow him outside. We go for the snare once more. We get a little bit lucky, so DPS we go. And it seems he is pretty tanky, but we might be able to do this, and we're going to go for a special attack, maybe two. Unfortunate, but we stay. And he went to multi. You do not go to multi. You don't go there. No multi. If he goes left of this cavern, you just do not go. This is exactly why we do not go to multi. Oh, he's trying. Oh my god. Holy fuck. I'm never doing that again, guys. I was about to be a fucking clip. Did you guys see that? I was about to be a fucking clip. Now let's go see what kind of loot key we have got. Now that we are back at the Ferox Enclave, where Scully is located, we can check our loot key. If you pay Scully the 1 million as requested before, you can access this loot chest once you have killed someone for their loot key. All we do is simply click the chest, and boom, we have made 439k. So if you have not previously afforded the 1 mil fee that Scully requires, you're halfway there. That'll conclude the third installment of our Wilderness PK tutorial series. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.